environment where they're going to be trying their hardest. It's different from playing friendlies against this dude at 2 in the morning after he's won bracket, or I mean, it's JDV, so it's probably random. But you get the point. Getting to learn, getting to experience that, see what it's like, can be a significant learning opportunity for you.
Hey, you get to put on a good show. Everyone, all the eyes are on you. You get to VOD review. You get to have fun. I mean, no results are set in stone by any means at any time. So
yeah,
I'm excited to see
true.
what Yunggg's got to show up here. Yeah, I know Yunggg's been on that grind. I believe Meeps has also been spending a long time coaching Yunggg as well. At least like a more recent thing that's been happening as well. So it's good to see that kind of like players taking it into their own hands to like take control of, I want to improve. I need guidance here. How am I going to figure this out? How am I going to implement changes into my practice routine, my own mentality, how I'm approaching all these things, right? It goes a long way, honestly. It's something that seems relatively small. It's, oh, just show up and play the game. But I think these little micro changes could actually really add up to something big. So let's start off our first game here. Yungggg versus JDV here. Still in pools, still in our first wave of pools at that.
Yeah, but this is to get out of pools. Winner of this
okay, we're playing for top 24.
Yeah, this is for top 24. This makes this a top 32 match here. Yungggg with the early start. You were saying nothing set in stone. JDV, I believe, does not have a jump. Of course, it is Pac-Man, so you're coming back anyway, but still, piling on the pressure early.
61% of Elite catching the jump here with the Nair. Of course, we love Roy nairing at ledge. There it is again, the jab into backer, not enough to take it. We're looking at a really close 0 to death here coming out from Yungggg, though. Let's see what the last kind of option is going to be. Galaga is out, though, and that's where JDV's big damage output's going to come. The up B is not going to connect out of shields. He's going to take only 15%, but now he does have stage disadvantage here. Stuck at ledge. There's the Hydrant falling off Nair as well. This pressure, although it doesn't seem like it's super apparent just yet, it's actually so scary for Yungggg to try and maneuver around all of what JDV is putting down. He has to wait for all of it to go. It has to break through some of these patterns and these hydrants before he can actually confirm this kill.
Yeah, JDV has slowed this down. You talked about confirming the kill, and he recognizes the scenario he's in. Of course, he's throwing out those Galaxians, but even when doing it, he's playing in a way that all that Yungggg was able to get was a dash attack, but the neutral get up, call out, and the Jair clean from Yungggg, getting the first stock on the board against JDV.
You love to see the Flare Blade mess with so many people's perceptions of what's considered safe or not, right? People could just drop the Flare Blade. I mean, I've actually been seeing Roy's do this thing decently often nowadays, right? Drop the Flare Blade, it's so safe. Punish some get-up attack option or something, get that jab backer and close out that stock, right? It works even on our best players like JDV, as we've just seen earlier today. But JDV, definitely no slouch on playing the long game and just waiting for damage to rack up and finally get the confirm. Again, these Galaxians are coming out. Oh my goodness, what an angle there to connect here. And these Hydrants are still going to be a nuisance. Yungggg has to figure out how to play around all this.
Yeah, the alarm bells are certainly not ringing yet for JDV. And part of that is because of what he's got in his hand right now. That Liberty Bell coming out with the F smash. No sweet spot to kill, but still putting on the pressure, doubling down. Unfortunately, the Liberty Bell did crack the first time. Not going to get it there. Setting up the wall once again and going back into Galaxian mode.
I like this distance moving away from Yungggg, where Yungggg is just like, I don't want to engage with this. I'm actually very afraid. I got to be safe. Oh, no! Still getting clipped by the drop down of the Bell, and a fantastic fall for JDV as well. Opts for the Blazer, trying to make it out, and even though it's got a steeper angle than something like the Martha Lucina up B, still wasn't enough to connect there. And now we're right back to dead even.
I know it didn't kill, but I am so impressed with JDV's awareness to combo off of the Bell in the situation he was in. He wasn't able to land and get the F smash in time, and he knew it, so he followed up with the back air instead.
And it's fantastic for stage positioning, right? You're keeping Roy off stage, very uncomfortable situation for him. Of course, here Pac-Man ledge trapping. It was a great setup all around there for JDV, and of course, able to confirm the kill not too long after. And now racking up this lead up against Yungggg as well. This is where Yungggg kind of needs to respond, because now you're no longer in the lead where you playing patient is in your best interest, right? It's already kind of rough against Pac-Man anyway, but now you got to start getting a little more feisty. He used that young lion fire that Roy's got in his heart.
We just saw the adaptation. Yungggg went for that neutral B, and JDV just rolled in and ran away. Now he's still stuck in the corner. Finally manages to get out, setting up that Hydrant, but the falling up air. Yungggg is not letting him set up that JDV patented wall, but the Earl's Melon. No one's ready for the Earl's Melon. Air dodges into the Bell, though.
Catches the Bell, doesn't get a whiff punish on the throw, instead runs up with the Bell, gets a reverse forward smash, sweet spot, still takes it because Roy is insane.
Beautiful spacing as well. That must have been the very tip of that hilt tipper.
Oh no, up for a get-up attack, got a hurt box extension because he actually connected with the Bell, and the Bell ends up hitting him back. And now we're right back to one stock apiece around PS2, but Yungggg has been keeping it dead even all throughout this game so far.
Every time you think you've got a lead against JDV, he just finds a way. Oh, no!
The cherry! Oh, we're back. We are so back. Blazer still able to connect here. 40% deficit for Yungggg. Looking for the shield pressure. Great down air out of shield there from JDV. Just playing the Roy boxing game. Not afraid of these disjoints. Not afraid of the sweet spots. Ready to throw at the Galaxy and get it going. But Young's anti-projectile gameplay has been really solid.
These resets from JDV, he's not getting a lot off of each of them damage-wise, but he's getting a lot positionally, and now he's just got the rinse and repeat at the ledge. Falling up air, the classic that lasts so long in the corner, and JDV manages to bring back game number 1.
Solid though. I love Yungg showing all throughout that though. He's so keenly aware of the item placement, which is like run up, catch, whether it be in the air dodge through, or even like waveland catch, right? And then now you're set up decently well, not having to worry about the active item that was just a massive threat in your face. You could potentially try and use it back like we saw with the Bell into F smash before, but at the very least, just getting rid of JDV's options, trying to make JDV think more about when and where to use these items instead of just kind of throwing them more of an autopilot fashion. I think that will add up over time, but you have to be careful where Yungg can't invest too much of the mental stack on item placement because JDV can definitely use that to his
Exactly, and you know that item placement mental stack is going to be a little bit easier on JDV because he has so much experience with it. A lot less to keep in the forefront of his mind.
That's right.
Other things to keep in mind right now is this interesting stage counter pick. Yungg gets a lot off of this, especially with those early kills against a character who has a great recovery and can come back from anywhere on a stage that has bigger blast zones. But the downside is that now JDV has more space to run away.
And now this patient game that Pac-Man also definitely loves playing. Wow, that was an active hitbox, not forward smash. Sour Spot ends up connecting. This JDV game plan is very, very convenient for him. He's like, I can just keep throwing out fruits. I can just keep baiting out random punish situations like what we just saw. Throw out my Hydra, make you approach me because now I have this massive lead that you're just going to have to continue to struggle with.
I really liked the coverage from JDV with that Earl's Melon setup as well that allowed him to get there. He throws out that pressure item. He made a read expecting Yungg to roll onto stage, doesn't find it, but because of the safety of how he's placed both the projectile and himself, he could immediately get a parry off of it anyway and get the kill.
Oh no, didn't get a punish on that whiff throw on top of the Hydrant. The forward smash came a little late after poking out with the down tilt on the Hydrant. These cherry snipes on the Roy up have been impeccable. They just got that perfect angle. No, we're not seeing the finishing hit of Double Edge Dance that potentially could have taken the stock there. I don't think Yungg was confident that was going to connect.
Forces him to go high, and JDV, he keeps getting grabs off of these Earl's Melons even though they're not actually hitting.
And now again, we're getting these regrab situations too, just to set up the right ledge trap. There it is, delayed get up to get past the Hydrant, but still having to hold that down smash. And now again, the Galaxian is out to play, 52% off of one string. Tipper hits of Double Edge Dance to not confirm the stock.
Again, that neutral B from Yungg in the corner. But JDV is so privy to it, he's not letting him get away with that shenanigans. Oh no, this might be it.
There it is.
It is it, and JDV, after an incredibly close game number 1, that top player adaptation with the 3